The content, views, and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the producer and do not necessarily reflect the view and opinions of the City of Bremerton, BCAT, their officials, or their employees.
Hello, my name is Dean Bostic, and welcome to my television show, Charities. For those of you that haven't seen my show, I increase awareness of local charities, nonprofits, fundraisers, and causes. And today we have...
Mike Bush, the Director of Communications at the Kitsap Humane Society.
That's okay. Mike, tell us a bit about the Kitsap Humane Society, your mission statement, and then we'll go into your calendar and upcoming events.
All right, so our mission statement is we provide life-changing solutions to pets and their people in need.
Nice. Okay.
A simpler way to put it is we're keeping families together. Mm-hmm. We provide, everybody knows about, we take in strays and we do adoptions and things like that. But our bigger cause is to provide a safety net for the Kitsap community. And by that I mean people that can't afford care for the pet they have or a pet that they've adopted. We're able to provide discounted care, reduced cost care. We're providing vaccines and microchipping, reduced cost services like that. We provide food for folks who can't afford it. Oh, wow. And then the animals that we work with, we're providing a lot of services that are kind of uncommon in our industry.
Such as?
For example, since COVID, a lot of animals, they weren't, because people were locked down, so were animals. So animals weren't socialized the way they would normally have been. They didn't, so they never learned how to get along with other people or other animals. And since the lockdown ended, a lot of those animals were surrendered or became strays, and they came to us. So we work with each one of those animals. Okay. We have a 3-person behavior team. Okay. That they work with every single animal that comes in, make sure they are ready to go to a family.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Oh, nice. And tell us a bit about your pet adoption. How does that work? What are the qualifications? And then tell us a little bit about if you wanted to become a volunteer.
Sure. As far as coming in and adopting an animal, really the qualifications are, can you provide love to this animal and keep them safe? And, you'll sit down, when you come in, you'll sit down with an adoption counselor, say you're looking for a particular kind of dog, and they'll guide you based on what kind of home you live in. If you're in an apartment, you probably don't want a big dog. If you have a big fenced yard, maybe that's the right dog for you. If you have cats or small kids, they'll be able to tell you which dogs will be great for your family.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And that's part of what our behavior team does, is they assess every single animal and make sure, they know, that dog is not going to be good with chickens, for example. Or this cat really does not like little kids. So they'll be able to tell you those kind of things.
Wow. Okay.
As far as volunteer opportunities, it's endless. We, of course, we have about 250 active volunteers at any given time. And they do everything from washing dishes and doing laundry to walking dogs to assisting with surgeries in our veterinary hospital. And I don't mean they're picking up a scalpel or anything, but they're in there cleaning and helping cats recover after spay and neuter surgeries and things like that. And so it's not a set amount of time either. It's very easy to get into. If you want to come in for a couple hours a week, we have one woman, she comes in a few hours a week and all she does is laundry. She just loves to do laundry. We have another guy, Fred, who walks dogs every single day, and I think he might be there more than I am. He's just, he's a terrific guy, and he loves his dogs. So
what kind of qualifications would you need to be a dog walker? or volunteer for that?
To come in without a parent,
Yeah.
you have to be over 16.
Gotcha. Okay.
Outside of that, you just have to go through a quick training, and they'll teach you how to walk dogs and how to socialize cats and how to care for the animals, and whatever you're doing, they'll train you to do so. And it's terrific for young kids. You know, if you want to get a line on your resume, or you want to, you know, just get a little experience, or maybe veterinary care is something that you want to do in the future, is a great place to start.
Wow, so that's something kids could do over break, huh? Like
Absolutely.
volunteer and things like that?
Yeah, we'd love to have them come in, and like I said, there's a lot to be done. We run a pretty tight ship, and we need all the help we can get.
Oh man, that is so great! Wow. Okay.
Well, and additionally, we also have opportunities for people to foster animals.
Oh yeah.
And particularly right now we're in desperate need of fosters, because we're packed to the gills with dogs, and kitten season is right around the corner. So right now we don't have a lot of cats, but in a few weeks we're going to have more cats than we know what to do with.
Wow.
And we need families that'll be able to take in a cat or a dog for, you know, maybe a couple days post-surgery, or maybe a couple weeks when they need to be bottle fed.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a terrific organization to be a part of, and there's a lot of different things you can do.
Not bad. What other kind of fundraisers you guys have going on, either this month or next month? Or
Well, I'll tell you, we're a nonprofit. We're a real nonprofit.
are you a no kill shelter?
Yes, we are.
Good.
And but when I say we're a nonprofit, there's a lot of nonprofits that they don't have to pinch pennies the way other nonprofits do. We are certainly on the penny pinching side of it. So we have a lot of different events, and I have my cheat notes here. But
No, absolutely.
these events are all to raise money to take care of the animals.
Okay.
We have Pets Walk coming up. It's in Paulsbo. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's a 5K run, but most everybody just does the walk, because they'll bring their dogs and their cats, and they've got cats in strollers and dogs on leashes, and you've literally never seen more dogs in your life in one place. But we walk from Lions Park up in Paulsbo on down to the waterfront, and it ends in a big vendor fair, and there'll be, you know, a few dozen booths out there with people selling hot dogs and ice cream and whatever else, T-shirts and things like that. And we'll also have adoptable animals there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll have some puppies and kittens out there that people can.
For adoption. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of our big events. That's on June 7th, and you can sign up on our website. It's at kitsap-humane.com or .org. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then July 18th, we have a golf tournament out at Gold Mountain in golf course out in Bremerton. It's called Putting for Pets, and that is a good time. It's not your ordinary golf tournament. We have different games on all the holes, and there's an auction, and you can win all sorts of prizes. Last year we brought out a 6-foot driver. And if you play golf at all, and if you've ever hit a 6-foot driver, it's going to make you feel really good about your game. You can really knock the ball. This summer, starting in August, we have something called Wine and Whiskers. And what that is, it's a wine tour of all of Kitsap, the peninsula. And you get a little card, and it's a little punch card. And there's generally about a dozen different wineries that you can go to and get free tastings.
Wow.
And it's all through the month of August and September, so you don't have to go out to every winery in one day. You can space it out. We encourage you not to do it all in one day, because that would...
A little bit
Yeah, I don't know that that's healthy.
Got you.
And then our biggest thing of the year, Animal Crackers, is our annual gala. We do it out at the Clearwater Resort, and that's October 4th. And that's pretty spectacular. We have entertainment and a dinner and an auction, and everybody dresses up, and it's great fun. So,
Oh, nice. And what was it called again?
Animal Crackers.
Animal Crackers. Wow.
And again, you can go on our website and sign up for any of these. Also, if you have a business and you'd like to be a sponsor of one of these, we always need sponsors. The golf tournament especially, we have sponsors on every hole. Okay. And people can set up their booths and hand out, swag or whatever they like to do. And but yeah, you can find out all about that stuff on our website. And again, that's kitsap-humane.org.
Got you. Okay. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back. We can talk a little bit more about your fundraisers, any walks or causes you have going on.
Sure.
And we will be right back. Hello. Welcome back to Charities, Fundraisers, and Causes, hosted by myself, Dean Bostic. And today we have
Mike Bush with Kitsap Humane Society.
Hey, Mike, so tell us a bit more. What do you think people need to know that they wouldn't just hear on the street? What do people need to know as far as your other programs? What's the one you're mentioning, Bark?
We have a program called Barks and Rec.
Yeah, what's that?
It's a really fun program, and it's become quite popular. We understand where a lot of people, because of their living situation, or they may, especially in this community, they could be shipped out tomorrow with the Navy, but they still want to be around animals. Maybe they don't have time to come out and volunteer. Well, you can come and adopt a dog for a day or just a couple hours. And when I say adopt, you're basically just taking the dog out for a little adventure. And we have people come in and they'll pick up one of their favorite dogs and they'll take them to the beach for the day.
Oh, wow.
Or they'll go down to Starbucks and get a little puppuccino. And it's been really, really popular, especially with the folks that, they live in an apartment that they love dogs, but they aren't able to have them themselves. So they come in and borrow a dog for a day.
Do you have a lot of people adopting from that? After one day saying, okay, I don't want to give him back. Let me keep him. How do I adopt him?
We've had a few in kind of the same vein, though. I was speaking earlier about our foster program. We get a lot of what we call foster fails. And what that is people will be fostering an animal. They'll bring them into their home for, to take care of them post-surgery or something. And they fall in love with this animal, and then they end up adopting him. And it happens pretty often. It happened to me a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, good.
So,
how did it start? She just came on for a regular walk, and how did she say it to you? Like, okay.
My girlfriend fell in love with one of the dogs, and we had fostered a few dogs before, but this one was special. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, they're all special, but there's some that you just really fall in love with.
Yeah, I love having you guys on.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things about working there is that the people there. It's unlike any place I've ever worked. Nobody there is jumping at the next promotion or something like that, and nobody's if something goes sideways, and like they do in any business, nobody's pointing fingers and trying to place the blame on somebody else. Nobody there cares about anything else but making sure those animals are okay.
Wow!
And it's a tremendous place to work. And really good people that really know their stuff. We have our animal care people and veterinary staff are just remarkable people. I'm really proud to work with them every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other fundraisers or things do you have going on, like within the next couple of months or two?
Well, in the short term, we got, and again, going to my notes, we have
no problem.
Coming up on April 19th, so that's next Saturday?
Yeah, I think that's pretty close. Yeah.
Finn Hill Starbucks is having a thing where we're going to bring some pets out there, and people can come in and see the animals, and they give a portion of their proceeds to the Humane Society. And then at the end of April, on April 27th, we have something called Pints for Pets, and this time it'll be at Hood Canal Brewery. And again, it's go in, have a couple of pints of beer, and a portion of the proceeds go to the Humane Society to support the animals. We have a lot of businesses in town that help us out in that way. Blueberry over in Silverdale, they do a thing for us every summer.
What kind of things do they do?
Same type of deal. You go in and buy ice cream, and they, give a portion of the proceeds. And people like Tractor Supply. We recently built a large animal barn to accommodate. We also handle all the animal control for the entire county. Okay. And so,
like if someone sees a stray dog or a cat or something like that.
Yeah, or pig or emu, as it turns out. We've had a lot of pigs, a lot of goats, and one very giant emu.
Oh, wow.
But our animal control people go out and wrangle those animals and bring them back in. And we try to find their homes. And if we don't, we find them another home. But we have a large animal barn there. And the nice people up at Tractor Supply supplied us with a whole bunch of apparatus for the barn, tools and horse mats and things like that. Nice. Just the support we get from the community is pretty amazing. And BCAT here has been super supportive of us too. We've been able to get our message out to the community, and we appreciate that as well. And people like you.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So any other points that you want to get out? Our time is kind of limited, but any other points you wanted to get out as far as short term, anything people need to know right away, or just kind of go to your website and go through your calendar that way?
Well, just that there's a lot of ways to help us, and we certainly need the help. You can help by attending any one of these events, becoming a sponsor, donating money, donating product, foods, beds, kennels, things like that. We have a list on our website you can order things straight from Amazon or Chewy or Walmart, and they'll ship them directly to us.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a really special place, and we're grateful for the support, but we always need more.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Man, I want to thank you so much for coming on. I would love to have you back. And what's your website again, so people can wonder? It's going to be across the screen when we come on, but just what's your website again?
It's Kitsap Humane with a hyphen in between Kitsap and Humane. Kitsap-humane.org.
And Mike, I want to thank you so much for coming in, letting us know more about the Kitsap Humane Society, your calendar, your events that are going on, and I really, really appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
And hopefully, maybe we can get the cameras out to the Humane Society one day and do a live taping.
We'd love that.
And that'd be super cool.
We'll give you the big tour. It's a terrific place.
Absolutely. We'd love to. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you again, and I appreciate that. And thanks again for watching Charities. Bye-bye.